Welcome to another episode of Classic Chess Battles. Today, we're diving into one of the most celebrated games in chess history, Reti vs Alekhine from the legendary Baden-Baden 1925 tournament. This clash between two giants of the game showcases not only their contrasting styles, but also timeless lessons that are still relevant today. On one side, we have Richard Reti, a pioneer of hypermodernism, a school of thought that challenged traditional ideas about controlling the center with pawns. On the other side is Alexander Alekhine, a tactical genius who would later become world chess champion. Both players brought unique strengths to the board, making this game a true masterpiece. In this encounter, Richard Reti set the stage for his dynamic strategy by opening with 1g3. This move signals his intention to fianchetto the kingside bishop, setting up a long-range piece that will exert pressure on the center from afar. Following up with 2 and f3, Reti develops his knight to a natural square where it supports central control and keeps his options flexible. Instead of the traditional early pawn advances in the center, Reti's move order demonstrates his belief in controlling the center with well-placed pieces rather than occupying it immediately with pawns. Meanwhile, his opponent, Alexander Alekhine, celebrated for his tactical brilliance and classical style, responds with a setup designed to maintain solid central presence and counter Reti's indirect approach. As the game unfolds, the contrasting philosophies of hypermodernism and classical chess become vividly apparent. Reti's strategy involves subtle maneuvers and careful piece coordination, all aimed at undermining Alekhine's central pawn structure without committing his own. One of the key highlights of this game is Reti's readiness to sacrifice material for dynamic compensation. His approach exemplifies a broader hypermodern idea sometimes. Yielding a pawn or two can yield long-term initiative and superior piece activity. With his fianchettoed bishop controlling key diagonals and his knight poised for action, Reti aimed to disturb Black's equilibrium, forcing Alekhine to solve complex problems on the board. As the middle game evolved, Alekhine's classical setup gradually showcased its strength. His pieces harmonized well around his solid pawn structure, and a series of precise exchanges helped him consolidate an advantage. Each move was a battle between Reti's creative, fluid positioning and Alekhine's calculated, methodical tactics. The turning point of the game arrived when Alekhine managed to neutralize the dynamic potential of Reti's pieces with a series of well-timed movements. Despite Reti's best efforts to maintain counter-play and create imbalances, Alekhine's superior coordination and tactical precision gradually tipped the scales in his favor. By the time the game transitioned into the endgame, the early initiative and extra material accumulated by Alekhine had become decisive. What can we learn from this game? First, the importance of flexibility. Alekhine didn't panic when Reti controlled the centre. Instead, he adapted and found counterplay. Second, the power of precision. Every move Alekhine made had a purpose, whether it was improving his position or setting traps. And finally, the value of patience. Sometimes, waiting for your opponent to overextend can be just as effective as launching an all-out assault. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more classic chess games. Let me know which legendary match you'd like to see next.